All right, everybody, we're back. We're 2 minutes late, but we are definitely live now. This is a new platform, and I'm just learning how to use it, and stuff happens. So, anyways, I'm your host, Jim Carr. This is our third episode of Thursday Night Outdoors, and with me tonight is going to be Shane Cannon. He's the co-host on our show, and we're going to have another very special guest tonight. Will be Billy Jake Towler from Oklahoma, and he's from Down Home Pursuit. And it's going to be a really great show tonight. It's going to be exciting. We're going to play a couple of video clips, and I guess Bill's going to show us some of his techniques there he uses. He's got these round jugs. Now, a lot of you guys in North Carolina, you know all about jug fishing. Some of you just have 2-liter bottles and you tie a string and a hook to it and you go out jug fishing. But these are really a neat thing for jug fishing. And later on here, just in a little bit, when we introduce you to Billy, we will play a short clip here, and you'll see what this is all about. But anyways, I'd like to welcome everybody that's watching the show this evening. I think it's great that you've tuned in. If you have any questions you want to ask Billy, he's very educated. He knows a lot about what's going on in the outdoors. He's been on our Roku channel now, I guess, for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I'm not sure. It's right in that area, but he's one of our content providers, and he provides us with some really good video footage. So let me go ahead and bring Billy in here and introduce you to Billy Jake Towler. Is it Towler or Towler? I keep pronouncing it wrong, but this is the gentleman from Down Home Pursuit. You are in Oklahoma, and I guess you've been getting some rain out there. I've been, Roger Ragland's from Oklahoma, so I've been kind of watching him, and he says you've been getting a lot of rain out there.
We really have, and we just got a lot today on the drive home. It was I almost needed the boat to get home. It was raining a lot.
He said he posted some pictures on his website, and it looked to me like he said his driveway was pretty well flooded out, so he must live close to a river or something. But
we need to get out there and chase some fish while that water's running in.
Well, you haven't got to go far, right?
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying earlier, and I don't think the audience caught it, but we're expecting some heavy thunder showers here. So if the stream cuts out, folks, we will re-engage maybe next Thursday after the holiday. We just don't know. I mean, we get some serious thunder showers, and I looked on the radar, and they're headed on in. So we don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully it won't disturb us, and we'll have a good time tonight. Now, if anybody has any questions to ask Billy or Shane or myself, just feel free to do. I see One Over Outdoors, John Jeffcoat. He just signed in here tonight. And how you doing tonight, John? I hope you're. I know this is your anniversary tonight, John. Happy anniversary out there. Hope you guys had a really good evening. I forget where it was I saw you were eating, but Billy can relate to the eating part because every time he does a show, he's always eating.
That's right.
So that's right. You got to keep up your energy, right?
Yeah, you always got to find something to eat. Keep that energy going. Stay warm. Keep your calories up. That's right.
That's good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us about your channel. Tell us about everything else that you got going on out there in Oklahoma. Now, Billy fishes. He hunts. He does a lot of hog hunting out there, which will probably interest a lot of you folks down in South Carolina. We're going to show a clip later on of a hog hunt he did, and he hunts. You go hunting for morel mushrooms. He's got a really exciting channel, so you want to check him out. He's on YouTube as Down Home Pursuit, and you can also check him out on our Roku channel at the Outdoor Adventures channel. And he puts together a good program. It's really enjoyable to watch too. But go ahead, Billy. Fill us in a little bit about your show and tell us about yourself.
Well, it was about 3 years ago when I done my first upload to YouTube. So I'd talked about, starting a show for many years. And I just knew if I could video half the things that I did, I thought I would have a pretty good show. So the goal is when people watch my show, I want them to laugh at me or with me. It don't matter to me, but I want them to get a good laugh, and I want them to just be entertained and kind of kick back and not worry about the things going on. I just want them to kick back and enjoy my show. But main thing is that they should get a good laugh if they watch a full episode. I want to throw that in there. So, but I don't. We chase whatever we can find. I've got some good friends and family that help me out. They let me go along and video them and things like that. So I've got a lot of people supporting me and let me video them and go along with them. So, but my most watched videos are probably hog hunting, and I actually brought a little. I brought something with me to show. This is one of the bigger hogs I've killed. This will give you an idea of kind of what we're dealing with. I don't know if you can see this.
Wow.
But this is the boar hog.
Wow. I wouldn't want to meet him in the nighttime out in the woods.
Yeah, so you think hog, and I don't know how many y'all have out that way, so I just wanted to kind of give an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
But this
imagine getting stuck with them, Shane.
That's something I've always wanted to hunt right there.
Oh yeah, well come on out. We'll have to go. But this hog here, I killed him near Lake Texoma. If y'all have heard of that,
yeah.
Lake Texoma is a big striper lake here in Oklahoma, Oklahoma-Texas border. But I killed him near Lake Texoma. It was actually on public property. So, and he came out like 100 yards away, and I looked through my scope, and I could see the white bone shining on, I could see his teeth before I seen anything, shiny.
Yeah.
So big cutters, So anyway, I let the old 30-06 eat, and everything turned out just right. Put a perfect shot on him. So, but that is some really woolly. We're fortunate here in Oklahoma to have so much public land to hunt. We've got a lot of public land, so everybody can find a spot to go around here. They might have to drive a while, but it's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to do the footwork to get out there and find those spots. So
yeah.
We got a good wildlife department here in Oklahoma. I'll give them that. We got good bag limits, and we got a lot of freedom. So to chase them with a lot of different weapons and things like that. But pigs, they want a lot. They want people to hunt them, so they're getting more lenient all the time with the pig hunting.
Now you do a lot of hunting with bow also on hogs.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I don't know if it was this new bunch of videos you uploaded, but you made I think we made our little intro to this show on it. You made some really nice shots on the hogs with the bow.
Yeah, I'll use a slingshot. I don't care. I just like to go. I don't care what weapon I use. I just love to go. I like shooting them with a rifle, but I like shooting them with a bow just the same.
Okay, that's my next question. Bow or rifle? What would you rather shoot one with?
I would say I'm probably leaning towards the bow just because I like that thump. I love that thump, and I love fooling them and getting real close to them where I can see the white in their eyes. Real close.
Yeah.
They don't know I'm there, and I got the element of surprise. I love that. But I mean, that rifle's real close there. I just like to go. But I would say bow is probably my favorite, which I use a crossbow and a compound bow. So
right. I enjoy the bow a lot. It's challenging. A lot of times I would rather bow hunt even though it's rifle season, just because it's more of a challenge. And I know Shane likes to bow hunt a lot. He practices a lot, and I know also the guys from the Brattle Branch boys they're avid bow hunters too. So I guess once you pick it up, it's just something that it kind of grows on you.
No, yeah.
Just a totally different.
Yeah, you throw that drawback element in there, and And that's a lot just right there alone. You know, you got to get close, but that drawback, that anticipation when you're drawing, you know, is, and even with the crossbow, you know, you gotta get in there close and make that shot. So I love it all. I can't really. It's hard for me to pick one because I like it all so much. Just, you know, bow, crossbow, rifle, but pulling back on that compound bow gets you excited. I'd have to go with that compound bow.
Yeah. I have to agree with you on that too. Looks like Chase from the Brattle Ranch boys just came in here. The bow is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I hear you, Chase.
Yeah, I think Derek would probably agree with you too there, Chase. I think he does a lot of bow hunting, but I didn't realize that Chase did also, but I guess he does. But you know, I guess it's just what you prefer, what you like doing is where it's at, right?
Yeah, as long as we're getting out there chasing them, it don't matter how you're doing it. Just as long as you get out there and do it, you know, get out there and enjoy the outdoors. I don't, you know, ever want to hate on nobody for doing any certain way. Just do what you like to do.
Absolutely.
That's the way I always look at it.
Let's go back here a little bit and let's go to fishing. Okay. One reason is because I got a late start, and I think the 6.5 Creedmoor is still uploading here to the channel, so we have to hold on a minute. But anyhow, let's see what's this comment. Are the blood trails tougher? There's a question for you right there. Can you read that, Jake? It's are the blood trails tougher with the hogs compared to deer?
That's my good friend Mark there. He's actually been on some of my videos, and he's been helping me a lot, helping me, you know, kind of supplying some content for me and stuff. He's really been a lot of help, Mark has. But the blood trails are tougher on hogs. I got to say that.
They are, really,
because a hog is just a whole lot tougher animal. So I think they bleed a lot more.
They don't bleed out as a deer does, I guess, because of the thickness of their skin and that. I guess that's the reason, isn't it?
Yeah, that is, and especially when you're bow hunting, when you get up there in the front end of a big old boar hog, he's got a layer of fat that's almost like a shield. It's very, very tough, and it's hard to penetrate up there on the front end of that shoulder. So, so I like to, I like to get back off that shoulder if I can, but it's all about shot placement.
That layer of fat, I guess, kind of closes the hole up too, don't it?
Yeah, all that fat does.
Yeah.
But
what about? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Shane.
Oh no, I'm just curious about that. I knew, like, even on a real fat deer or something, it seems like when the air goes through or something, that the fat kind of closes in a little bit and won't let them bleed hardly as much.
Okay. That was a question. My next question, what Chase just asked you, what grain broadhead do you recommend for bow hunting hogs? Very good question. I was just going to ask you that.
Well, I'm always going to tell you, if anybody's want me to recommend a broadhead, I'm always going to say that shot placement beats anything. Shot placement, number one. And then I myself, I like to shoot a Rage 2-blade Rage broadhead, just because they and I shoot them at everything. I don't care what it is, but they've always been kind of my trusty broadhead, and they fly really true. So when they fly true, I know that I can get that shot placement. I'm more concerned about shot placement than what broadhead I'm using.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If I can tuck it right behind that shoulder, I'm confident, in about any broadhead I have on my bow.
Okay. So you don't really have a preference?
But more my preference is probably a two-blade Rage. Rage Extreme actually is the one I've been using. It's 125 grain.
Okay. John wants to know, John Sparks there, our producer, he's supposed to be working tonight, but I guess he's doing a little extra here, helping us out. But how does the taste of boar meat compare to farm raised hogs?
It's different. It is different. You know, you put but I tell you what, I just cooked a sow. I killed a small sow, and I actually cherry picked it out of a herd, and I shot that little sow, and the meat is really good. I mean, it's really good, but it's different than store-bought meat. You know, it's way leaner. So, you know, it's going to be leaner. I actually smoked the meat. That last one I done, I smoked it. I actually cooked it on a pellet grill and smoked it that way, and it was really good.
Okay.
But as far as a store-bought, you know, a store-bought farm-raised hog, they're just a lot leaner.
Okay. Well, for most of you guys who don't know, if you follow Down Home Pursuit, you already know this. But for a lot of you folks that are just being introduced here to Billy, he does a lot of cooking. He does a lot of smoking, and everything he shoots, he eats. This guy, for some reason, everything he shoots, he has to make a taco out of it. Okay? You knew that was coming, didn't you? And let's talk about the crows a little bit. I mean, he's done some crow hunts, and he made up a thing. He made up a show here a while back that he was crow hunting, and then he had to make crow tacos.
Oh, wow.
Now, yeah. Me and Billy had a little discussion about that privately here, you know.
Yeah.
It sounds good until you get to the part of when you're driving down the road and the crow's sitting beside the road eating something that was killed 2 or 3 days ago.
Right.
That just kind of takes it away from me.
You can't think about that while you're eating it.
but
no,
you do a lot. Go ahead.
The crow hunting is it's real intense, and it happens quick. Like, I mean, there is a season. You got to watch out for the season.
Right, there's a season. Yep.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, I think the season it runs through most of the winter and into March. Don't hold me to that. Look at your regs before you go, you know. But we'll start these electronic collar up is what we do. We'll start up or just a mouth call. You can use either or. And they come in dirty style, like a dirty gang wanting to fight. And it happens quick. So it's an action-packed style hunting.
Right.
And I would recommend it to anybody. You get to bust a lot of
I've done crow hunting, and like you said, it's action-packed. It's a lot of fun. It really is. I've never made a taco out of a crow yet, but I mean, you know, I guess I'm game. I'll try it. But that'll be the our next show, Shane.
Well, I actually made jerky out of crow, squirrel. I made squirrel jerky, and then I made duck jerky. And I think I had deer jerky at the same time. And I took it to some guys I knew and asked them to taste them all and tell me what their favorite was. And their favorite was crow jerky out of those four. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say I'm definitely going to have to try it. Let's see here what Chase has to say about that.
I might just have to take his word for that one.
Right.
Everybody knows what it tastes like, Chase. Everything tastes like chicken.
Well, this is kind of more like a
possum.
dove. I think I'd compare it to dove meat, you know. Maybe a little darker.
Is it so dark like dove?
Yeah, like a morning dove. That's what
Yeah. Because their meat's kind of dove. I mean, kind of dark. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark meat.
Yeah.
But it's got great flavor to it. And you know, you can prepare a lot of that stuff, you know, with a brine solution or whatever, and it really, you know.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and we'll play this 2-minute clip, everybody. We're going to play a 2-minute clip of one of the new hunts that Billy did with a partner of his, a friend of his. They're using what they call a 6.5 Creedmoor. Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead.
This would be Doug, my cousin Doug. He helps me a lot, and and he's on the show a lot. And so that's what this hunt's from is Doug.
Okay. And
I'm cameraman and Doug's shooter.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that in there too. So I re-edited some of it there just to make it short, so it wouldn't be too long. But it was really a good show. How far away was that shot? It looked to me to be like over 100 yards.
I would say it was
on camera. It's hard to.
100.
About 100 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, about 100 yards.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead to the video, and then after that, we'll have a few more questions and stuff. So we're going to play about a short 2-minute video here, folks, and here it is.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Billy Jake, and you clicked on Down Home Pursuit. I appreciate you clicking on the show. I got Doug over here, and he's shooter tonight. I'm gonna be running camera, and we're gonna slip in here. There's a boar hog. He looks like a baby hippo. That's what we've been calling him, baby hippo. So we're gonna get in here and get set up and see if we can get baby hippo killed. Let's get it going.
Now this is a new Savage 6.5 Creedmoor I picked up. Put a little burst 56mm scope on it, threaded barrel. Got a suppressor ordered if we can ever get it out of jail. We're gonna be shooting it off a bog death grip. Holds it nice and steady. Dropped him. No more pig. I was sitting there a while ago, and probably 15-20 minutes ago, he came running across this little road here. Looked like a little racehorse coming across through there, and we think he went back up here and bedded down, because we sat there for a little bit and we had a deer come out. Once the deer started approaching the feeder, the deer went on alert, and he came walking out, and about as far as he went. So we took the 6.5 Creedmoor, let it do what it always does. We got this big pig on the ground.
Yeah,
That was nice.
Our good buddy Derek, he's got he let us go there, and that's the Double G Ranch is what we call it. So
I was hoping
he let us go out there, and we kind of helped take care of his problem with the pigs overrunning his deer feeders. And so he was fortunate enough to go out there and hunt with them. So
that way it was cool. That way I've seen you do that hunting with that 6.5 Creedmoor. That woodwork on that thing was really nice. So for me, that's what makes a rifle, is the woodwork. That's
called a Boyd stock.
Okay.
He's put on 2 different guns, and they're just beautiful. I just, sitting there beside him hunting. Usually I'm running camera when he's got the 6.5, when he's hunting. So
right.
Just some beautiful guns.
Tell us a little bit about the 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, I know the Creedmoor is probably a brand name, but a 6.5, is that pretty close to a 6mm, like a 6mm Remington?
Yeah, I think it's pretty close. I don't shoot the 6.5 Creedmoor. Doug can tell you a lot more about that caliber.
Okay.
I'm a 30-06 guy. I shoot that 30-06 a lot, but
okay.
And then like a 223. But one caliber I did shoot. I actually took Doug's gun, and it's a 300 blackout. So my next video I'm putting out, I got to try the 300 blackout on a hog.
Okay.
I shot one about 15 yards away. So
I love that Creedmoor. They're actually an awesome rifle.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with it, Jay?
Oh,
Shane?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one in a Christensen Arms.
Oh, well, yeah, you've got about all of them. So, what the heck, right?
But every time Doug gets that gun out, the critters just fold. So
great.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with it.
Oh yeah, I mean every time I've seen you hunt with it, it was impressive. I mean, it reached out really good, and there wasn't any messing around at all. It looks like a good caliber.
Yeah,
It really does.
it is. It's
Uh,
a good one.
Well, all right, listen, we're 25 minutes into this thing already. Where's the time gone? So I'd like to take just a minute and welcome to anybody there that has tuned into the show tonight. You're watching the third episode of Thursday Night Outdoors with special guest Billy Jake Fowler and co-host Shane Cannon. We have our own Facebook and YouTube page, Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV. But the important thing here is that we invite people that are what we call our content providers. We have a Roku channel, and we also have a website that we've just started. And these guys send us video to put on our website and on our Roku channel. I like watching TV with these guys with their hunts on the big screen better than my phone. It's a lot more exciting to me. Everybody has their own preference, but so what we're doing here, folks, is that we decided what we're going to do is a way to say thank you to all of our content providers was to have them on the show. Every show that we have, we're going to have a new person on there to talk about their show and to tell you what it's all about and what they do. And this is Billy Jake's night. So be sure to check him out. He's got his YouTube channel, and also Billy has he's on the Roku channel, on the Outdoor Adventures channel. Also, I want another more thing before we go over here and start talking a little about fishing. You have a website.
Yeah,
and I think it's downhomepursuit.com, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just downhomepursuit.com, and my little catchphrase is I'm always saying I'm perched up like a chicken hawk. I'm always saying that, and I'll say perched up looking around. So my website is get merched up. So that's kind of my little catchphrase there. So
okay.
Yeah, downhomepursuit.com, and the store's all stocked up. And I actually got a few things here. I got these new leather patch hats. And there's a local guy here that does the leather work for me and puts them on. That's kind of an old school Mossio.
It's nice and simple.
Here's a Down Home Pursuit hat and a trucker hat. And then I got this one here.
That's a nice one, yeah.
You like this one?
Yeah, no, that's a nice one.
We may have to trade straight up for a hat or something.
That we might have to do that because I have my Browning hat on, and last week I had on my One Over Outdoors hat.
Oh, yeah.
But it just so happens I don't have a Down Home Pursuit hat.
Yeah. And then hey, it's almost deer season again, so I got some orange.
We got some of them also too. We got the orange one.
Yeah.
Because that's something we have to, orange in this state, when you're rifle hunting, that's something we have. Yeah.
So this is the t-shirt. I got one more thing here. This is a t-shirt.
Yep, nice.
So it's got this on the front.
Yep.
So
always put the same logo on the back, something on the front too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I got some decals, things like that. So you look good wearing this stuff. So go in there and buy something.
Check him out at downhomepursuit.com. And also, check him out on his, like I said, on his YouTube channel, okay? Some really good stuff. If any of you guys, and I know you do, Shane, I believe you do, Shane, you hunt for morels.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just didn't have time to do that. That'll be for another show. We're going to rotate all the content providers, and this is Billy Jake will be on, in a few more weeks down the road. So that'll be another show because I know he does quite a bit of shows every spring. He goes out and hunts morels, and that's something I've never done. Where do you get them?
The what?
Doug Shepard wants to know where you get them.
Where you get what? The morels?
I guess where you get your stuff. At downhomepursuit.com.
Oh, yeah, downhomepursuit.com. You can get it right
I believe
there.
does that answer your question, Doug? We're not quite sure. Or are you wondering where do we get the morel mushrooms? We'll wait for him to reply back. But if it's the mushrooms, you go out and hunt them in the woods, right?
Yeah,
yes.
the mushrooms. There's a little window in the springtime that is really good. there's a short window. I'd say it's probably 2 or 3 weeks long where we find them.
Yeah,
Is it the same way out y'all's way?
well, here, right around the first turkey season, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after we get a couple of good rains.
His mushroom
But now,
spot.
here we find most of them under like old half-dead apple trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a big secret, right, Shane?
Yeah.
You don't tell anybody where your mushroom spot is. Sorry,
Yeah.
Doug. Nice try.
When they take the blindfold off, that's
Right. You have to blindfold you to take you out there.
when they get back to the truck, they can take it off. You know?
Yeah. All
'Cause
right,
those
let's
spots
switch
do
over.
produce-
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
just saying those spots do produce. Seems like year after year. You know what I mean?
The same spot will produce.
Uh,
Okay.
A lot of times it will. That way.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, maybe one of you guys will have to blindfold me and take me out one day because
There
I've
you go.
never done that.
Let's go.
Let's see here. Chase has to say. Sycamore trees. I don't get it. Sycamore trees. Is that?
Well, there's certain trees that produce them. I don't really know about the sycamore,
Oh, okay.
but there's certain trees that really produce. I love cedars and elm trees, but sycamores I think are good too.
Apple trees and elm trees do the best here.
Yeah.
Okay. Shane is up in Burnsville, North Carolina, which is, I'm in the flatland down here around Morganton. Shane's about an hour away from me up on the mountain. And it's a whole different world up there compared to down here. I don't think you could find a morel mushroom down here. Can you, Shane? Do they grow in the flatland?
Never looked anywhere down that direction.
Okay.
I'd say they probably are.
Okay. All right. I've seen them in the woods before hunting but not knowing what they were. So
If you find any, just pick them and send them to me, and I'll
Like sure they're good.
and I'll dispose of them for you in a 350-degree grease.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Let's switch over and let's talk a little bit about fishing. Okay.
Okay.
We done the hunting thing, and Shane's an avid fisherman. I am, and I know you are.
Oh yeah.
And we'll let's talk about that. I want to talk about something that I haven't done a show yet on it around here, and I need to. And I actually forgot the jugs that I made. I made some jugs out of some PVC tubing and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they work really, really good. But jug fishing is really popular in North Carolina. I don't think it's too popular in South Carolina because the laws and the rules are different. Now, I may not be correct on that. I don't know. But it's really popular here in North Carolina. And the one thing that interests me was the easiness of doing it. I mean, a lot of guys will take a 2-liter bottle and tie a string on it, and they just whip off some fishing line and put a hook on it and bait, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But you use what they call a commercial jug. It's called the Okie Flipper.
That's right.
And I guess I need to play the video about the Okie Flipper first, and then you can talk about it if we want to. How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
This video here is one. It's a newer one that Billy just put out. And he's got his little boy with him. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, he loves the chase.
Trying to bring him up to be a jug fisherman. And we'll go ahead and play this little video here, and we'll come back and we'll show you what the Okie Flipper really is. Okay.
Get a big one in here. If I can get you close enough. Oh, I didn't get you close enough, but I can reach it. Here you go. You got a fish?
Yeah.
It's got a big one, Sam. Oh, hello. We got a good one here, Sam. This one feels bigger. Let's get him coming our way. Get him into that net. Woo-wee, guys, what is going on? My name is Billy Jake. You clicked on Down Home Pursuit. And we're out here. It's a cloudy day. We're out here at one of my favorite spots to chase big catfish. So we're putting out some Okie flipper jugs. They're red on one side, yellow on the other. So you set them out yellow. When they flip over, they turn red when the fish hits it. So I've got Sam, my boy, with me, and I've got my dad with me. So we've got 3 generations here on the boat. So it's pretty fun, you know, having 3 generations on the boat. And Sam's helping a lot. So we're targeting some big catfish. So we got our jugs already in the water. So we're just waiting on one to turn red and see if we can catch a big old catfish. Let's get it going.
Yeah, what is going?
Yeah, guys, we got this Okie flipper here. We're gonna set it out yellow side up. When the fish hits it, bam, flip over red. And we got a little special sauce for him right here. That's a big old nice live shad. Let's send it on down.
Okay, I want to do it.
You got it, Sam?
Yeah, I want to do it.
Here, hold it right there.
Oh, really?
Here, I'll get it. Let me get it right. Get it right where we want it, and then I'm gonna let you set it in the water. Just going around here. Okay, set it out. Then when the fish hits that, it's gonna flip over red, and we'll know to come get it.
Got it.
It's a nice sized channel cat. Woo! First fish in the boat.
When I saw that fish, when I saw that video the first time, it almost looked like a flathead until I saw his face. Was he really that yellow?
Yeah, he was. You know, they're real.
I don't
real
believe
yellow.
I've ever seen one that yellow.
Well, the channel cats in there, a lot of times they're real, got that real green color to them, or they'll be got a lot of blue color, but they're channel cats, you know.
Okay. Chase wants to know where to get the Okie flippers.
Well, you can get them at okieflippers.com, and I got one here. I can
show us what they are and tell us how they operate.
Okay, here's your Okie flipper, and it's got a little rosette right here, and when you buy them, they come with about everything you need, or they do come with everything you need. But this has a little line keeper here. It's like it's a band, like a storage band to make them last a long time, to store your hooks. And all it is you can see the weight right here. Come down to a liter. And I got a snell-tied circle hook. That's what I like to use, is a snell-tied circle hook. But all you do is you can, let me see if I can get where you see. You can just let it unfold on itself right here, or you can hold it right here and the line will just come off. And once it does, you go around this rosette 2 times and click it out and just set it in the water. And then when the fish hits it, I don't know if you can see this, but when the fish hits it, it'll flip it over to red, and you'll know you got a fish. So I like to take my boat and I can drive by, and you know, if they get a fish hit, you know, they're going to be red. So I'll have my spread out, and then I can tell which one got hit, so I'll know which one to go check. And it's a lot of fun just because they're so simple. And these are all made in Oklahoma. I got teamed up with Okie Flippers. We've been talking to them a lot. So, yeah, go on there and buy some. Tell them Down Home Pursuit sent you.
How much line comes on them, Billy?
I believe it's 100 foot. And I've got don't hold me to that. I need my but they come with 2 hooks and everything you need to rig it up. So swivels. And then they also sell line kits where you can replace the line.
Okay.
So, but these, you know, they're just so fun to use, and 7 of them will fit in
Now,
a 5-gallon bucket.
all right. Now, when you're fishing that, do you have a set depth, or you maybe put one down at 5 feet, one down at 30 feet, and you stagger the depth until you find a good area, a good depth where the fish are actually biting?
Yeah, I'm a big structure fisherman. Like, depth changes. And I'm generally, I like to target flatheads, and I'm a big timing guy too on all my chasing all my critters. I got timing, you know. If I could give anybody advice, it would be timing, because there's a window right before they spawn where they just gorge themselves. And that's
Okay.
what I try to focus on. The flatheads
Okay,
right before they
okay.
spawn. But
Okay.
when I'm fishing for flatheads, I like one hook. You can rig them with, in Oklahoma, I think you can put multiple hooks on, but they come with two. I usually rig them with one so they don't get hung up as much, but I'll put one near the bottom, and I like to put a live bluegill or a live any kind of brim, sunfish. That's what I like to use. Second to live bluegill for flatheads would be a live shad.
Okay.
So,
Okay. North Carolina, and Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we can use live bait on jugs or on set hooks on a tree, can we? Unless that's changed. The last I knew, I didn't think we.
I know
What's
on a
that?
regular rod and reel you can if you catch them.
Right, but I don't
Legally,
think
of
we
course.
can on jugs.
No, I don't think
At
so.
least I didn't. I don't think so. Now I'm just saying it's been a while since I've done it, so I don't. I'm not sure, but I'd have to check in on it before I went jug fishing. But the live bait works the best. That in my mind, that's no doubt. Well, depending on what kind of
restricted cut bait.
Yeah, and cut bait, yeah, but anything good fresh, like cut bait or live bait, anything that's good and fresh works well as far as I'm concerned. And I think John Jeffcoat, who does an awful lot of catfishing, he probably will agree because he's primarily a live bait and a cut bait fisherman.
Yeah,
I prefer live, and then fresh cut is probably second.
Yeah, definitely.
For me, fresh cut bait's hard to beat. Fresh piece of shad, that's probably my favorite if I'm river fishing.
Okay.
And then, but on a jug fishing for flathead specifically, live bait, live bluegills or any kind of live bait is good.
There's a question there for you from John. When is that before they spawn? I think he's asking when.
Yeah, here in Oklahoma, it's about the end of April, 1st of May, and we got a lot of noodlers around here. So when the hand fisherman starts, a good time. It's shortly before the hand fishermen start. So the noodlers. 1st of May is about prime usually. End of April, 1st of May. And they'll bite, as the water temperature starts. I don't know. I'd say once you start getting to that 60-ish, you can start catching them good in the spring.
Okay, good. I mean, you probably have caught all different sizes of catfish on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have.
Okay. Now, this I don't know, Shane, if you've ever cyberstalked Billy on the show or anything yet, but he likes to go out and fish with bass fishing rods with 20-pound chest line and big jigs for crappie. Now, to me, it would be like,
oh yeah,
I don't see how that works, but believe it or not, he's caught some nice crappie on 25-pound chest line on a bass rod with a jig.
That's just all we had that day, and I kept. And we just it was kind of one of them opportunistic things that we found the crappie and we could see them. We could actually see them hitting the surface. I think they were spawning is what it was. And we went in with some, I'm like, all right, I got some 25-pound, 7.3 heavy action bass rod.
Wow.
Let's get some crappie. And we did it.
Wow.
Got to make it happen somewhere.
Yeah.
And bass fishing, you do a lot of bass fishing.
Yeah, and I brought a couple of my favorite things.
Okay, all right. Show us your whole arsenal now. Come on, people want to know.
Whole arsenal, but I'd say in the last few years that this is probably my go-to, and it's just a green pumpkin, 3/4 ounce jig. You can tell the paint's all beat off of this one.
Oh yeah.
But
Time for a new jig here.
yeah. This one's bounced off the rocks many times.
It's been hitting some rocks.
Yeah, but where I like to fish it is it's a small lake near, not far from here, about an hour from my house. It's a small lake. It's actually like a 255-acre lake, and but this you can tell it's really rocky there.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an Ike flip out jig, and it's a 3/4 ounce, and I got a power bait Crazy Legs trigger crawl. That's one of my favorite lures. It's just a confidence bait for me. You know, a jig, big fish like jigs. And I seen Brittany said hi. Hi, Brittany.
Yeah, that was back here just a few minutes ago. Yep.
Yeah, there she is.
Yep.
And then he
And
was
John
asking about frogs.
Frogs, yep.
I
Want to know if you're still fishing with frogs. Or frogs.
Yeah, I want to make a video soon with frogs. It's a good time of year to do that.
Okay.
But I got another one here, and this is a 12-inch. This is a 12-inch plastic worm, and it's it's a green pumpkin. So I love the natural colors in that deep clear. This is a deep clear water lake, but it's got a hard bottom. So this is my go-to. I love this, and I just kind of thought of my go-to lures, and these are confidence baits for me. That's
well, everybody kind of has their go-to thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm the same way.
But it's kind of hard to get a jig out of my hands a lot of times. I just love to throw it. You know, I always hear if you'll catch some of the biggest fish you'll ever catch if you'll just stick to a jig. You know, so
there's a question from Outdoor Huntress. Welcome to the show.
What is the best lure to use for bass?
Boy, that's a 64. That's a loaded question.
Jig with a good trailer on it.
Yeah,
I think you can throw it any time of the year and catch bass.
Yeah,
so
I think you could too.
There's many things that work, but
I guess I would have to say whatever you're confident fishing with.
Yeah,
you know. I'm not as confident with a jig as I am with a worm, but then again, I have some particular crankbaits I like a lot. I found in the lakes here, a crankbait with a rattle works really good. I was out fishing. I want to tell this story because I believe Bo is listening to me right now. He's one of our field staff guys, but him and I went fishing down here to Lake Norman back a few years back, and we had both the same lures. They were, I think they were number 4 Rapalas, okay?
Yeah.
And he was in the back of the boat, and I was in the front. That's a good place for him in the back of the boat. But anyways, I was catching 4 to 5 bass. It was a good day, now granted, but I was catching 4 to 5 bass to his 1 on the same lure, the same everything. And he got tired of it after about 15 or 20 minutes, a half an hour. He got tired of it. He says, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm throwing the same thing you're throwing." I said, "I'm just catching fish, Bo." And it went by and I caught another one. He says, "All right, now what are you doing?" He says, "Why are you catching? We got the same lure, about the same line, same rods. We're fishing in the same areas. What are you doing?" I says, "We don't have the same lure, Bo." And he says, "Yes, we do. There they are." I says, "No, they're not." I says, "Listen, Bo." And I went like this, and it went, and it had a rattle in it. That was the only difference that I had between our lures. Now, was it coincidence? Maybe it was, but I think that rattle was just provoking the strike a little bit more that day.
Yeah, that day. That's what they wanted that day. Huh?
Yeah. And
it don't always take a big difference to make a difference.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I mean, even line size a lot of times makes a big difference. I'll go out, but there again, vice versa. I'll go out and he'll be catching them, and we'll be doing the same thing, same bait. But I'm just not getting any strikes. But I've got a little bit thicker line.
Yep.
And sometimes, and that makes a big difference. It really does. But all right, listen, we're getting almost an hour here. Tell us a little bit about where you're headed in the future, Billy, with your show. you got some new plans coming up, some new things you want to do. Tell the
just wanna
folks out
keep-
there what's going on.
Well, I just want to keep making quality hunting and fishing videos. I just want them to be quality, and I want people to sit down and enjoy it when they watch it. I want them to get a good laugh. I think, just like I said, they can laugh with me or at me, as long as
Right,
they get
right,
a good
right.
laugh. I think,
I chuckle a lot.
Okay, well, good. As long as but
My,
I want
my
them to
wife
sit down.
today, she says, I like that guy. He knows where it's coming from.
Cool.
So, yeah.
But I just want them to sit down and we're growing like a weed. I'm almost to 2 million views on my
And
channel,
your subscribers are way up.
and my subscribers just went over 8,000.
Yeah.
So it's growing
Yeah.
like a weed. So I love my subscribers. I love the people that watch the show, and I want to just keep them.
You gotta like the subscribers. If they don't watch, nothing happens.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
very thankful for them, and I want to keep making good content, keep them wanting some more, and I want them to get a good laugh, but I do want to try to crank out a lot of pig videos. That's kind of my
Okay.
that's kind of what is getting a lot of my views is the pig hunting, and it seems like people like that, so I'm going to focus on that right here in the near future. Till deer season starts, I kind of want to be focused on some. I do want to make some more jug videos and pig hunting. So that's what's up.
That's cool. And I'm sure they're going to be the same quality, if not better, because I know. Excuse me. I know. It seems like you make an improvement and you make a tweak on every few videos. There's
That's
always
good to hear.
something new that you're doing.
I'm trying to keep improving and learning. I kind of been learning as I go, and
Right.
if I'm improving, that's music to my ears to hear that. So
Right. All right. Anything else, Shane?
I not know of, Jim.
When's
I know
your next vacation,
Yeah.
Shane?
Just whenever I decide to take it, I guess, Jim.
Well, maybe we need to decide to take it and head to Oklahoma and go see Billy and the Battle Branch boys.
yeah,
That sounds good.
Yeah, go out there and use some Okie
come out and find
flippers.
something to eat.
Yeah, if
Come out here, find
anything,
something
we'll
to
have
eat.
plenty to eat. Okay,
Maybe
that I can guarantee.
we
But,
chase some critters too on Reddit, huh?
That sounds good.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Chase has just had a comment here. Us Battle Branch boys are here in Oklahoma as well. Yes,
Yeah.
we know. Billy, he says collaboration
Yeah, I'm
video,
in.
Billy.
Y'all
There you
call
go.
me. Send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or I'll text you my phone number. Let's do this.
That would be cool. That would be cool. You guys are right next door neighbors.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's easy. It's if they're up north, if them guys are up north. They're up northeast Oklahoma.
Oh, they
and
north of you?
Arkansas.
They are, okay.
So if
Okay.
they're up there, it's
Well, set it up there, Chase. Set it up and do it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You and Billy get together. That'd be a really good show. He says, sounds good.
I'm not afraid to run my mouth or run a camera, whatever. I just like to go. Crank out some good.
Well,
good
that's me
content.
too. I don't care if I'm actually a participant or if I'm running the camera. I like to run the camera, just as well as anybody, even hunting. I just assume I've gone up and filmed for Shane, had just as good a time filming for Shane as if I was a hunter,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, listen, I want you to know I really appreciate you coming on the show, Billy. We'll have you back again. I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all you guys that have been on the show so far. I mean, it's been a learning experience. I know Shane has enjoyed it. And,
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll hook up here soon one day and we'll all get together and we can collaborate a little more. And I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. I really appreciate all of our viewers and all the viewers here that are going to watch us the after show when it gets uploaded. But be sure to check out Billy Jake on his YouTube channel at Down Home Pursuit. be sure to go to the Outdoor Adventures channel and check him out there. And that's on Roku. And also, like I said, this new website, we're still doing some things on the website. So, we've got all the guys up there, but we're still making some changes. But most of the videos are up there too. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to check out Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV on Facebook and on YouTube also. But I really want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. We had a good time. Our next show is going to be on July 15th, and we're going to have Bo Bartholomew from BC Bait Company up in Pennsylvania. And this guy here, he does a lot of fishing, and he's really neat to watch. He likes to go out and he likes to fish for what we call them mudfish, but they're bowfin. He just has a fascination for bowfin. I don't know if you have any of them or not where you're at, Billy, but we have them here, and they're really popular down in South Carolina. But all right, everybody, I want to thank you once again for tuning in. We try to keep the show here about an hour long. We'll be back again on July 15th. Like I said, be sure to check out Billy Jake on his YouTube, his Facebook page, and on the Roku channel. So, like always, for Shane Cannon and for Billy Jake, I'm Jim from Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV. We'll catch you here in a few more weeks when we do it all again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching.